Wait a minute. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
Hey guys, Brad M73 here. Welcome back to another issue of the Eagle Moss Presents Build the Back to the Future DeLorean. We're going to be doing issue 76 this time, which hopefully will require me to finally attach the quarter panels onto the front of the car. And I can finally take some of this tape off. So we've got the right side front panel. We also need the left side from issue 2. So we got that in issue 2. We're on issue 76. A little bit premature there. I don't know. So let's see. Before we look at that, let's see. Playing with trains. So we got the little model train from Back to the Future 3. The Shonash Ravine. And then the back left quarter panel. Looking forward to that. So we'll have that in the next issue. So let's go ahead and get started. We just have to, looks like it's just adding the trim. So we'll get that started really quick. So we've got DM screws and a couple of AP screws. Okay. So first up, we've got the small plastic piece, which is part number 76B. This just fits right here. And then we'll get an AP screw to screw that in. And I'm just going to hold this with my finger, flip it upside down, and screw that down. And that's not going anywhere. Next, we have part number 76C, which is the longer piece. And again, it kind of only fits one way. I mean, you can try to put it the other way, but it just doesn't look quite right. When you flip it around, see, this is like nice and flush, and then you've got the tapered end going around the wheel well. So as we just did, we're going to grab another AP screw, hold that down with my finger, and we got to go back for one more AP screw. And whoops. And that goes right there. Perfect. All right. We are done with the AP screws, so I'm going to put my spare one in the spare screw pile, and we're going to get our DM screws. Nothing left on that side. You can throw that away. So let's see, the panel 76A will fit into the indicated, or the area indicated on the DeLorean body. Pretty self-explanatory. So, gotta flip this around. Where did this come from? And I'm gonna take my tape and I'm just gonna kind of stick it on the front there for now. This piece is going to go right here, and let's see, push the panel, and then we've got the 4 DM screws. Now I've seen other people doing this build actually tap out these 4 holes first, so that's what I'm going to do. We're going to get the DM screws out, And just basically, not sure if that one's going to work too well. Basically just screw these in and then pull them out or unscrew them. And then do the same thing to the next hole and then the next hole and the next hole. Until you've done all 4 holes. That way, when we're ready to attach the panel, it'll be a little bit easier to screw the screws in. So in, and then we'll back it out again. It's kind of easier to unscrew them with the small screwdriver. And then we'll do the front 2 holes, and then we can finally move on to actually installing. I guess we got to do both sides, it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, the right side, then the left side. Daggone it, I gotta do this, what, 5 more times? This one being the 6th. Okay. Boy, this will give your fingers a workout. That is for sure. Okay. So that's going to fit on here. Actually, looks like they could have done a much better job cutting this piece down. I don't know if I'll be able to even do that. Nope. Well, just to kind of protect things here, we're going to lay out some paper towel. And I guess we got to flip this upside down to screw these in. Man, this thing is getting heavy. You know what? This is probably going to be a million times easier if this darn thing wasn't in the way. There's another hole here. What the heck? That part's on finally. Okay. I guess we'll go and put screw the front in here. Okay. Now the ones that are going to be a problem, well, this one down here is going to be the problem. I don't think this one might not be too bad. I hate screwing things in with my left hand too. Okay, alright, that's in there. And then we've got this last screw down here. We'll see how this one goes in. I mean, there's just no way to get like a straight angle on it. And I'm thinking that I might need to take this piece out. Which is really going to suck because I got to take all this stuff off in order to do that. Well, we got to do the same thing to the other side. So I tell you what, I'll do. Let me see if I can just screw this side on. Oh, that's going to be a pain. Let's just take this quarter panel off, the front right, or the front left, I'm sorry. And we'll tap all these holes out as well. Because I was hoping it would go quickly, but nope. I think this is the one I was just trying to screw into. And they just get down to a certain point where it turns into a giant pain to screw it in. Okay. It's like I can't really figure out which screwdriver works best with these screws, and the correct answer is none of them really works perfectly. Even my nicer sets. Been working on this all night tonight, so my hand's getting tired. Let's do these front two. Yeah, this one's like really tough. Okay. Oh man, that one's like super in there. Okay. Last but not least, well, not even close. I don't understand how they think that we're going to be able to screw these in without tapping them first. They should definitely make that part of the instructions. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take the tape off of there. Okay. I think the tip on this screwdriver is already starting to go. You can kind of see how it's starting to chip away. Just doesn't. Is it screwing in? So I can't even really tell because it's so dark down in there. Kind of feels like it is. Let's try to do this front one. Is it actually screwing in? Doesn't feel like it's screwing in. this piece has really got to come out. I think probably off camera I will go and actually remove this piece, but it'll just take too long for the episode, because especially to get these top, well, they're the bottom two screws, but to get those in, it's practically, okay, I think this one's in, so let's get this one here. See, I can't, it feels like it's jumping. See, if I try to screw this one in straight, it kind of only gets to, let me see how much time I have. Oh gosh. I just have to take this piece off. There's just no getting around it. Hopefully I won't have to take all of these different screws out, because I think only 4 holds this into place. I think it's the 2 I just took out and these front 2, so we'll see. And oh, I was right. Yes. Alright, so that's not going to be too terribly bad. Though I do kind of need to, well, once we get this piece screwed in, we're going to have to figure out exactly what I need to do to, like, fix my hood. Okay. Okay. Because I might actually have to take the hood and like twist it a little bit. Oh, this one's going right in. Okay, and let's rotate this around, and we're just gonna do the screw up here, which probably you can't see too well, but it can't be helped. Yeah, and this is it. This is all we have to do for this issue. All we have to do. This has been quite a lot, actually. Even after tapping these are not so fun to get in. I'm just going to make sure that this one's in nice and good. Okay. So this is down. So yeah, this is a little bit better, but this side's too low. So I'm kind of thinking if I bend that, that's actually a little better. This side's still low. So that fits in perfectly there. This side over here is too low. And I've got the feeling that when I put this back in, this is going to act as a spacer. Uh-oh. What is going on? Oh. So now we get to put this in place again. And we'll just screw the front trunk back into place. That actually wasn't too bad. I was kind of thinking I was going to have to take down like all these screws off, but nope, it was just 4 screws, so it wasn't too bad. Well, 6 when you count the 2 little shocks on the sides, or not shocks, but the little pneumatic struts that keep the trunk open. Of course, on the model, they're not pneumatic, unfortunately. That'd be nice if they were. Okay. So now, when we flip this over, yep, now this side fits perfectly, and this side is too tall. So, I mean, everything fits together perfectly except for that. If that were just not bent or warped, I don't know really how I'm going to fix that. So I'm definitely concerned about that. Let's see how this... Is there like another metal strip that goes underneath this? Like, I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember how all this goes together. I guess I can... Now there's this piece that goes down here, which I think is what we're getting. Is that in the next issue? Yeah, so we'll actually be getting the piece that goes here, but I guess this bottom part maybe just is black. But, you know, just like any real DeLorean, the real DeLorean panel lines weren't perfect either. But, I mean, it's it's finally starting to look like a DeLorean, which is pretty darn cool. So, that is going to be it for this issue. We'll be back. I guess we'll be back. I don't know. For some reason, something tells me that we don't install this piece yet. I think we have to basically like put some of these little pieces on it, and then in like issue 78 is when we install it. But I could even be wrong about that. I don't know. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys, for this issue 76. Thank you so much for hanging out with me as I build the Back to the Future DeLorean. As always, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe for this and many more videos. Have a good night, everybody, and I will see you next time. I'm Brad M73, Again, bye for now.